that you want to put?
I sort of have the same problem I asked the last time. Somehow um I did some changes and then it like the banner on top that was supposed to go through all the modules and stuff didn't appear. And then now I'm having difficulty again downloading some PDFs.
Okay.
Same
Why don't
problem.
no worry.
It's me.
I don't think it's the same problem, but
Oh, it
let's
is.
unless this was a problem you guys worked on last Thursday when I wasn't
No,
around.
I wasn't here last Thursday.
So let's dive in then. Why don't you share your screen and show us what's happening and we'll work on it together.
Okay. Oh, let me just get the right one here. It's here somewhere. Ah, okay. Do you see it? Can you see it? You see
No,
it?
no,
Not yet.
but
Okay.
you can share your screen now because you
Oh, okay. It was disabled when I tried. Okay. Now I think you can see it, right?
Yes, we can.
All right. So I went into, well, let me start where I am, where I was just working on. I downloaded one thing, but it wasn't the right one. So I'm trying to delete that so I can re-download the download. So it says
But you mean upload the download, right?
yeah, first I want to delete this one that
Okay.
says I have one file uploaded. I want to delete that and replace it.
Okay. So if you click on the three little buttons next to PDF,
Yeah, okay.
there's
Delete.
there's the delete button right there.
Okay.
Shazam.
Okay, now I want to add it. Now where do I go to find it? The
So
new,
you have to click on Media Gallery, which is on the left-hand corner down there. Oops, stop. The bottom left
oh,
corner there.
okay, media gallery.
Mhm.
Um,
If you've already uploaded it, it's here. If not, you will have to add it. Do you remember if you've uploaded it?
I I don't know, so I think I better just do it again because I got a lot of stuff on there. So files. Oh, that's my files. I gotta go upload.
Correct.
Um, I was just looking at it, so it should have been at the top, but I don't see. No. Downloads. Why do I have a lot of stuff in here? Okay.
Yeah, so what we're looking at now, I can see a lot of Word documents. I don't see any PDFs though.
Oh, okay. And it has to be, I know it's in a PDF, so it'd have to be in a download, right?
Well, not necessarily. That's just another folder. Do you remember the name of it?
Um, it was about
You can
positive
search on a keyword in your upper right corner. You can search on a keyword of the name of the document, or you can sort by document type from one of the headings.
I guess.
So I'm wondering if it's in right now you're searching in your downloads folder. So I wonder if you should click on documents on the left-hand side and then do that same thing again.
Here, it's search.
Mhm.
Ugh. I hate to waste time because I can't type.
I don't think there's anything that's called positive. on your
I'll just
computer.
put mindset. Mindset. This might be it. I don't know, but
Well, that doesn't look like a PDF.
Oh.
If you go to the
Okay.
top right corner of your screen, there's something that looks like three little boxes and lines. And if you click down on that, you should be able to, okay,
no, that's not it.
see, I want to filter by type here. Lucia, how do you filter by type?
You go back to the main folder, just click on Documents again. And you'll see at the heading, you'll see Name, Status, Date,
Type.
Modified, Type. So click on Type and it will show you some options.
I'm sorry, I don't see where type is.
At the top of your headings, there's Name, no,
Oh, up
over
here,
there
type,
you go. And now click on Type,
and then go to
and you should
PDF.
find a PDF situation in there.
Oh, where the heck?
You
Maybe
guys
not.
see it?
Why don't I have one? Okay. So let me figure out, work on this again. The other thing was I was trying to put the heading in.
I will
Mhm.
make one more recommendation for
Okay.
sorting your documents. If you just click on Type
Like,
up at the top there, love. There
There
you
you
go.
go.
Now click on that, and now it's sorted by type. So you can scroll down to see if you
maybe
can
I didn't
find,
have it in a PDF.
maybe not, maybe it was a JPEG, maybe it was an image, could have been a PNG
Yeah.
or a JPEG.
Or it could
That's
have been Word.
often
It looks like it's more likely a Word document.
Mm,
probably, yeah. But anytime you can't find a document, you can always click on type and expedite your search a little bit. I do that all the time. And once you get the hang of it, you'll be able to do it more quickly.
okay, because obviously I don't use that function.
That's all right. If you want to go back to home, if you want to go back to home base and click on documents on the left, documents just down a couple items, and then you can start fresh. I don't remember what you were trying to do. Upload a file. That's right.
I was, yes,
You're
yes. All
looking,
right.
yeah, we're looking for a file that she wants to upload.
And I
So
had,
scroll
I
down
just,
a wee bit, darling, and see if you can't find it. Just because sometimes sorting it makes the
Yeah, keep
list
scrolling
of.
down for us because right now you're looking at a bunch of HTML documents that you've downloaded from Chrome. Keep going down. And now you have Microsoft PowerPoint, and then you have
Now,
Excel.
I will say that Chrome, when I download a PDF, that's what it looks like in my folders.
that's why I was thinking that. Let me just,
Really?
Yeah, that's what my PDFs look like in my folder exploder.
oh, well,
There you go. Look at that.
that might not be it. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, I don't, unless everybody's getting something out of this, I'll go to my next question and find, and, find it again and redo it now that I know how to cancel the other one out. The
Oops.
other, oh, I'm
And
sorry.
another quick recommendation is that you create a folder with all the media that you're going to use for this
Oh.
specific module or course, because that way it's super easy to
Oh.
find all your content. So just a recommendation there.
Oh, no, that's awesome because I'm really self-taught on all this and I can do it, but boy, does it take me a long time by the time I work through all the things. So the other thing was, course content was, where was that thing? Oh, crap.
Content is in step number 3.
Mhm. So you click on step number 1 and it'll roll up like an accordion. Yeah, just click there.
Okay, so the thing was putting that banner that I have in my homepage.
So you want to customize your course pages.
I guess so. And I thought that's what I did the last time. So course content or customize your course page.
Number 4, yeah, number 4 there. And then scroll down a little bit, and on the very first, oops, let's go back up. The very first one there says your home page. See this home?
Preview. So there, that was my home page, and now I'm trying to get that across all my
Yes.
pages.
What exactly do you want to get across all of? What does that mean? All of what?
Okay, let me go to another one and I'll show, and what shows up is, okay,
You can close this tab. So at the top of the page, you can just close out the tab.
unfortunately, this thing's in the way. Here we go. This tab, this one?
Nope, that'll.
Ooh, sorry. Oh, I'm such a.
No, let's not beat ourselves up. Learn how to do this.
Oh, where was I?
Yeah, you have to reopen Chrome. There you go.
Let's get in there again. Okay, so that homepage, let me see if it goes to.
There you go. Step number 4. You want to go back to step number 4 there. Mhm. And so all of your pages are in here. And so what we're trying to figure out here right now is you said you want to put a banner on the top and you want to feel like it. So I'm trying to figure out what it exactly is that you're trying to accomplish.
Okay, let me see if I can preview. Okay. This banner. Now that one got there. That was a different banner, which is okay. Now let me go back and,
Now, so at the top of the page, at the very, very top, where you have 3 tabs open. You have your Gmail, you have your Experienceify account, and you have this page open, right?
okay,
So I want you to just close the one that we're on. So you can click that X at the top in the center at the top. Nope, don't click that one. There you go, that one.
my share screen was always in the way. Here we
There you go. So now we're looking at the pages again. So the 3 main pages for your course are the home page, the order form, and the single training page, right?
Yes,
So we need to determine what banner it is that we're looking at. So let's look at your single training page. If you just click on that, click on edit or preview, it doesn't matter.
I don't know where that came from.
So this is just
That's
okay.
what I usually see.
No worries, that's because we're previewing this.
Okay,
And so there's no banner here. So what you're looking for is not on this page, correct?
correct. It doesn't, no, yeah, I don't know what this is. That's part of your program?
So this is a template that we use in
Okay.
order to put all of your training information into each of your training modules, right? So it's a template that we use so that it serves up your video and your training content and your description, etc. Right? So let's close this one just the same way we did as last page. There you go. Now, if you click on your order form,
Editor preview.
preview is fine.
Might go to look what,
Got it. And you click on got it. And so this is what your order form looks like. And again, I'm not seeing a banner here. So
no. Gotta change this too because okay.
So click on, again, we're going to close that one out. So let's go back and look at your home page. And maybe we'll find that banner there.
Maybe I'll put it in edit and then I'll find it. Okay, that's the home page and that's the banner that I've seen on other pages, not on other, and on some pages, well, it's different. The other one had a dandelion on it.
Okay.
Be consistent. How do I get this banner from the home page on whenever it happens to show up.
So this will always show up on your homepage, right? And so I
Yeah,
guess my question is, you want that same top to happen on each training?
yes.
Okay,
I don't know. I thought I had all this done and
you do.
I do.
Yeah, right now your training is exactly as your training page is built, like the template is exactly the way it's supposed to be,
Oh, but I'm doing single.
which is fine. Your single training page is the template that we use.
Ah, ugh. I'm confused because I have all this built. I don't know why this is coming up like this.
You mean when you say that you have all this built, you mean you have
Oh,
you have the
oh.
content, correct?
Yeah, I got all the content, so I'm
You
not
have all the content, and right now you're basically looking at the code that
for the
we
template.
use in order to take that content that you've created,
Okay,
and that's how we create those pages on the fly, right? We create them in real time as your training is going on.
okay.
And so if we want to get the banner that you're talking about from your homepage, if you want that to appear in other places, like your single training page, we either need to recreate it or we need to copy it into that page.
I guess copying would be the easiest. I just want it consistent because sometimes your template comes up with the brown and stuff. And not on all the pages, but on some of the pages when it comes up.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm making any sense to you or not.
So basically, you're just looking for consistency in branding and colors and whatnot across your entire training.
Yes.
So probably what we want to do, what would be helpful is for us to, go through the training, look at the order page, look at the home page, then look at each of the training pages as a student. So
Okay.
that we can see what you're saying, so that we can see what where you're trying to get or what you're trying to get to.
Nobody has any objections to doing that with me. I'd love it.
Well, I'm going to pause. I want to pause for just a second. I want to just find out, Christopher or Lucia, do you have any questions that you're going to put on the table today?
I have some, but like I want to demo, but I can pass today. You can continue a little bit more with Michelle, and probably later on you can come back to me.
Okay. We still have plenty of time. I just want to make sure if there's anything
Yeah.
pressing, because we're going
And
to
I
go
don't
into.
want to use up everybody's time.
It's all right. That's what we're here for.
Yes,
Lucia?
that's
I don't
why.
resent it. I don't resent
Yeah.
it. I learned from it, Michelle.
And
I
you
wanted
get
to
options.
ask, just a quick question. You can decide where you place it in this meeting.
Mhm.
I am seeing a great deal of technical issues arising in the Facebook group where people go there to say what's going on, things aren't downloading, things are being poopy, that kind of thing. I guess I'm just looking for some encouragement that those technological issues are being addressed on the corporate end by XP.
Yeah, 100%. So last week we had a new release, a new build of our technology released, and there were some problems where people were seeing like the spinning circle quite a bit, and some of the functionality wasn't happening. And our team addresses those issues immediately whenever they happen. And so because we have a Facebook group, a lot of people, oh my gosh, my course isn't working, those kinds of things. But we do have a full team of developers that work on this thing all the time. And
I imagine that. Is
and
it
so
a matter of not of maybe a little announcement on the Facebook page saying we're about to do a release? So you might have a speed bump just to alleviate the stress of a new user. Might be a communication tactic.
Sure, we could do that. We could definitely take that suggestion as well. Yes, the
I find
way
it's about managing expectations, especially for new software.
absolutely, totally understand that. And one of the challenges that we have is because we have a global user group, there's no good time to do an update, right? You know what I'm saying? Like if we did it at midnight in New York, everybody in Australia and Asia would be affected. If we did it the opposite, everybody in New York would be affected, and that kind of stuff. But yes, having a more consistent release schedule and announcement and sort of preparing people for those releases to manage expectations. That's a great suggestion. And I'll definitely do our best to announce that as they're coming.
Thanks. That's all I had to say. I'm just learning as we go.
No worries. But in terms of the reliability of the platform, we 100% want to be, we want to have that 99.9% not only uptime, but the experience for your learners needs to be high quality at all times, right, as well. So as with all things, we have sometimes we have hiccups, but not 99 times out of 100, nobody even notices when we do updates. But thanks for the question. Awesome.
Yes, thank you for that question too, because I haven't even gotten that far yet.
No worries. Go ahead. So Michelle, where are we at?
Oh, so we're trying to have a consistent banner. So we were going to go through the whole program. So
Okay, so I think one way to do that would be to go down to step number 6 and click on your order and copy your order page. So click there and scroll down a little bit more. If you click on your order form, copy that link and put it into the chat for me. Into the Zoom chat.
Zoom chat, where are you? See, I've got the window closed up a lot here, so I have to open you up. Zoom chat. Oh, sorry. Oh, dear God. Okay.
All right, fantastic. Now, if you do me the favor of stop sharing your screen.
Oh. Share. Well, I'm still on share. Stop share. Here we go.
All
You're
right,
so patient. Thank you.
no worries. And so what I'm
Oh.
going to do is I'm going to now share my screen, and you'll see here, I've just got a fresh new browser open, right?
Okay.
I'm going to go to your order page. And so this is what, if somebody were to come to your course right now, this is what it would look like, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So there is no banner here at the top. And these are the pieces. So you've modified the template that we have, which is totally fine. That's
Right.
fine. Just want to
Yeah.
look at, and what we're trying to find is this brown stuff. Now, one thing that we don't, so we can't purchase the course because you don't have,
It open.
well, have you already activated your account? Like, do you have a paid subscription or have you put in your Stripe account? I guess those are the two.
I
questions.
have. I thought I put a Stripe account in, but I haven't opened it up for purchase yet.
Okay. So Michelle, here's something I'm going to ask you. Would you mind putting into the chat the email address that you use for your Experienceify account?
Mm-hmm.
Or do this another way.
Oh. Mhm.
Buenos dias, Alex. Welcome and thanks for joining us.
Okay, that's good.
All right, thank you. Now give me one tiny little minute. Just finding your account in our system. Oops.
Yeah, setting up the order form was one of the first things they tell you to do in the process, correct? So I did that and I did the Stripe. application.
Mhm. Okay, so. I am now looking at your account.
Mhm.
All right. And so what we're going to do is we're working in this. This is the one, right? Get your move on with
Right,
it.
right,
Correct.
correct.
And so what we're going to look at is customizing your course pages. And we looked at your order form, so we know what that one looks like, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can look at that one. We can also look at your home page, and we can also look at your single training page. And so this is what, again, this is what your order form looks like. The
Mm-hmm.
reason why you can't complete a purchase, if we go back to your account, my guess is that you've got a payment option in here. You've got installment plans in here. You've got those done. You still have to. So you can't set up a Gmail in your as a custom domain, as a custom email. We can talk about that as another one. Your Stripe account is set up. Gabrielle and Alex and Brenda, anytime you want to chime in, I'm trying to figure out why it would say that it says set up your Stripe API, but it's already set up. I wonder if we're being.
Yeah. Connect to Facebook account.
I don't think that's.
Oh.
Right now we're looking at Stripe, right? I'm
Right.
looking at that particular piece because I'm wondering why on your order form it says the course isn't available for purchase right now.
Well, maybe because it's not published.
It's not published, like
Is that the only reason why?
I would hope.
You're right, it's not published.
No, it is.
Look at that. Silly me. I apologize. I was looking at this as if it was a published course. Thank you very much. That's
I
why.
wish it was. That's
why
the
we
only
can't
thing
buy
that-
it.
Okay, good.
We can't buy it if it's not published, right?
Right,
So,
right. And I'm first gonna like offer it to the first 5 people at a discount too.
no worries. Okay. So anyway,
That's
so
another.
we have the your order form that we looked at. Now I'm going to look at your homepage. And my understanding is this particular part, this blue part here, this is the quote unquote banner that you're talking about that you want to have consistency across all
Yeah,
the pages.
and somehow it was all the colors and then I couldn't get it to, and then it switched over to the blue background. I've been working with it on and off, and I said, oh, I'll just leave it like this because at least it's not.
Okay, but I guess we're here to solve your problem, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of trying to figure out where do you want this, because usually we have a different homepage than other pages, right? So it's not the same as your order page and it's not the same as your training pages. But
Okay, well, this is fine as the homepage.
Okay. Mhm.
So let's keep going and then I'll tell you where the other problem is.
So this is what your homepage looks like, right? And then this is
Okay.
what your training page looks like.
And
which-
that,
So
so,
this would be the name of your module. This will be the name of the training that you have. This will be the description that you have. So those are all information that you've put in step number 3, right? Those will all appear.
well, there's only one training in this one and modules after it. It's not.
Okay, so let's see what that looks like. So if we look at our content,
Those are my modules.
right, and then you have training 1 and training 2, right?
Mhm.
Then module number 2 has training number 1. and module number 3 has training number 1. So those are the training. So everything that you have in there that says training,
Yeah,
the information that you have for that particular training shows up here in this page.
oh, I didn't realize that.
Which there's nothing wrong with. That's exactly how it's supposed to work.
Oh,
Right. And so if I go into, for instance, this one, right? So you'll see corrective exercise training, you'll see the training blurb, you'll see the training notes, you'll see you don't have a video that's uploaded for this one yet.
not yet. Mm-mm.
The actions that you've created and the files, all of that, those right here, your training name will appear here. Your training description will appear here. Your training notes will appear here if you put any in, right?
They're all in there somewhere, but it doesn't look, it's not on that template.
They are all in here. They're all in here, in your course right here in step number 3. I guess I'm
You need to check out the all training page. So you will be able to see the other models and the other trainings.
Yeah, something's,
the
And the step 4, yeah, all trainings, that's it.
oh, yeah.
Got it.
That's,
You then click out on one of the models and you will see. Obviously, this is limited when you, for example, leave lock some content, but that's another part of the setup.
I have to come right back. I need my charger.
No
Sorry.
worries.
Yeah, you can check that out on step number 3 in release timing. So you
Mhm.
can see if the models are releasing immediately or maybe after a few days. I think Christopher has a question.
Yeah, Christopher.
She stepped out, but rather if you go to the single training,
Mm-hmm. You want me to go to the single training page?
yeah, and this might be a bit extra. She's going. Oh, she's back. Can we include a new block on top of this where it says your module name, training name, and that block we can customize it as a banner?
Of course, absolutely.
Maybe that's what
You're able to modify the single training page kind of however you want.
yeah.
Just when you modify the single training page,
So is
we
that maybe
recommend that you have these
can put a block on top here and add the picture so it looks like a banner?
so we could put a block in between here.
Or even customize that one.
Yeah, but I mean, wouldn't it be better to, I mean, this is kind of like, if we bring a text and, oops. What do we want? That's text. We want image. We could bring it. Let's see. Just trying to figure out which one would be the best. Like, even if we just wanted a single image, right?
I had images for all the training.
You do have images for all the training. That's true.
Yeah. I spent a lot of time getting all those images downloaded and.
Right.
whatever.
And so I guess what I think.
Can I just eliminate that whole thing and just go right into the training? I'm not exactly sure what the purpose of.
Well, this is what I'm trying to determine. I think what is happening here is that we're confusing what you've put into the training content and what the pages are used for. So if I look at training number 1, right, you've got a nice image here.
Right, yeah.
Okay, an
I
image,
have my
right?
images.
You've got your media this is a demo video. You haven't put your video in there yet.
No,
And then you have to do some actions, right?
I had all that and yeah, that's all in there.
Right.
Yeah,
And so, you know, when we go to training number 1, we're going to see that the training name is called Mission Possible.
mm-hmm,
We're going to see just below it, you're going to see that your mission, if you choose, is this, right? And then if you were to type training notes in here, we would see that as well. Right? So that
some of
it's
them I did and some of I didn't, so I,
right, right. But you've put that information in there.
right,
And so what we're looking at over here, so you would have, you know, Mission Possible will appear here. You know, and then your description, that training blurb will appear here. You know, your
Oh.
mission, you choose to accept it.
so
Right.
I've put this all in again?
No, you don't have to do
Oh,
it. You've
oh.
already created in step number 3.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
the concept of what a template does is what I think we're trying to help you understand.
Determined, okay,
Because what you're looking at right now is this is a page that has these what are called tokens on them. And
mhm,
these tokens tell our system, they say, hey, look, go get the name of the training and put it
Okay.
here. And this one says, go get the description of the training and put it here. And this block right here will be the training video that you create.
or the video, okay.
And this one says, hey, go get the training notes if there are any and put them here. So that's so I don't think you need to modify your single training page at all, because you've got the information and the content that you want in step number 3. So I think all we're dealing with here is just a conceptual misunderstanding of how we get that information from step number 3 into the pages so that they look like that.
Right, I guess I'm more interested to see if this is flowing right for the client or the purchaser.
Right, understood. And so the only way that we can do that is by actually, if we want to really see what happens, you know, as a client, we're going to have to publish the course, and then we'll have to create a dummy account, right? We'll have to create some sort of
Okay,
fake account and then go through it as a student so that you see what it looks like as a student. And that's why every time, I'm just going to close these really quick. As every time we come in here and it's, you know, we're looking at our course pages and it says, hey, I want to preview the single training page. That's why this big box comes up right here. It says it's
Mhm.
important to remember this won't be exactly what your student sees, right? Because you're logged in as administrator. That's why we're trying to tell you, right?
Yeah.
So just remind me, Michelle, you already have a paid account? You're a lifetime member, I think, right?
yes, correct.
So what I recommend we do is that with your permission, I would publish this course. And then we can actually go in and look at it as a student.
And then I can still add and change and iterate.
Absolutely. You can modify it and add it and change it. And when you publish it, it does not mean that suddenly anybody who wants to in the world is going to come and take your course or see it, right?
Okay,
It's not like suddenly it goes on the front page of Google. It just means that it's live and you can send it to people to go try, right?
okay,
I think that's another big misconception throughout our entire community. It's like when I publish it, oh my gosh, you know, the whole world will know about it.
yeah,
Turns out there's a few billion web pages out there, and your published course is only one of those few billion web pages. So to find it, you're going to actually have to tell people about it,
okay,
right?
okay.
And so rather than doing that in the call here, I'd love to
Mhm.
answer either Christopher's questions or move on like that. So I think as your next step, I would
Publish,
go into the course. I would just publish it, right?
yeah,
And then once it's published, go in and use, you know, a fake email address or one, you know, some email address you don't use, or ask a friend to go look at it, you know, somebody you trust. And then you can start to go through and say, oh, this is what training number 1 looks like. And this is what training number 2 looks like, so that you get a sense of what a student experience will look like. And I think that's a really great next step.
well, I did have a free beta group of a few people. I should probably send that to them. The
Right.
beta,
So, and
Yeah.
that's the thing. So right now, it looks like you don't have a
Okay.
whole lot of content, but if you just want to sort of get initial feedback on the look and the feel and how it's the language that you're using, yeah, great.
yeah, I was trying to download the handouts, and hopefully this weekend I'm gonna get some, I have to pay somebody to do video, and there was like 30 different things you have to have videoed, so that's gonna be, thank you. I appreciate everybody.
No worries.
Need this
No worries.
time.
That's literally the reason why these office hours are here. So I'm
Yeah.
really glad that we were
I'll
able
be
to help.
back
glad
and
this is
listening to
recorded.
the rest of the questions.
So I wanted, but Christopher, before we go to you, I want to see Lucia put,
Let's
you know,
continue with that. To also help her, if you can share back your screen with her course there. Each section you can preview, but to the top, there's the link where you can preview the whole course. So maybe that's what she's trying to access. Again, it won't be 100 as if the student, but you get to see to the top, just before the course, just below the course name there, above that, right? Can you just identify that again for her so you can go through the whole course and see what it looks like before you publish.
Shazam. And it looks like, you know, module 1 and module 2 are already published. Or no, these are awaiting start, awaiting start, awaiting start.
Is that what she's looking for, Michelle?
I think so. I'm just trying to get an idea of what, yeah. Because when that template came out with that other girl, I'm like, oh no, do I have to redo them or it, but at least Stephen, you know, said, no, it'll pick up from where I left up, but I was just trying to get an idea.
So I'm just going to, I'm like, so when we go through and you say you join your Facebook group and then you add your email list. And then I'm definitely not too old. I'm going to repeat it 10 times. I love it. Awesome.
It looks good. I want to buy it.
Oh,
So
good.
just below
Yeah,
the
this
course name,
is
there's
great.
you can preview the
Can-
whole course.
Can you just back up and show us where you found that button to preview again, just right quick?
100%. Yeah. So we are on the
Courses.
just underneath the title of the course. There's the URL for your course is right here. If you
Okay.
click on that, that's what we clicked on in order
And
to
that
go.
previews it. Okay, cool. Thank you for that.
Mhm.
That wasn't my question. Are you guys ready for me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shazam.
Two questions. First of all, do we have a help page or a video for eliminating XP branding to create our organization branded portal? Like, do they have to log into XP or can they just log into Lucia?
No,
Like-
yeah, we have one. Let me share it with you.
Thank you. And
Please
then,
let me know if this is what you
So are
are
you talking about,
trying
yeah,
to accomplish.
right, and while he's bringing it up, are you talking about using a custom domain? Like using,
yeah, and I don't want them to have to log into Experienceify. I want them to be able to log into Brave Stages, which is my company.
okay, so do you
To
have
go
Brave,
through my
you have bravestages.com or whatever?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's just custom domain stuff. So I appreciate the helpful link. How to Experienceify. Let me have a quick
So
peek.
this is what Gabrielle just sent is how to customize your login page, which is fantastic, right? And then if we go back to, I'm not going to do this on, I'm going to do this on my account so that I don't.
Okay. And then my next question was, when I get next week ready to do all my training and do the magnificence of Experienceify, are there walkthrough videos or is it mostly written instructions? Because we all have different learning modalities.
I guess I'm not certain what question you're asking. So when you're
Okay,
saying,
I
want to
can
go through to
clarify.
build my course, is that what you're saying?
So I have not begun to Experienceify. I've been waiting for some things. And so now everything's in place. I'm going to be logging in and start this whole shenanigan.
Right.
So when I go to train myself to do so, because I don't want to do the reverse engineer where I start building, which was my tendency to build the course and then go, why don't I know how to do that? I want to do all my training first. And so are there training walkthrough, click-through videos, or is it all typed out instructions?
Everything has a video associated with it. So for instance, if you look in the basics here,
Yeah.
and you'll see on the right-hand side, it says watch quick start tutorial.
Okay, cool.
Every single one has one of those.
Oh, okay, cool. Wonderful. Those were my only questions for today was always going to be about training until I begin. Thank you for the
So
time.
what Gabrielle, I just want to make sure that we do give a complete answer as well. Gabrielle gave that link to how to customize your login page, which is fantastic. If you want to customize the domain, so you'll see at the top of the screen here, mine does not say XP anywhere, right? It says courses at thisislatic.com, right? And you want Brave, what was it?
Stages.
Brave Stages. You'll have to go into your account on the left-hand side. And then when you go into your school,
Ah,
and here it says, use a custom domain. And this is where you're going to put in training.bravestages or courses.bravestages, whatever you want to use. And
okay,
then
perfect.
you're going to have somebody or yourself change one line or add one record to your DNS, which is your domain name server. And then then everything will be in bravestages.com. You won't see any Experientify. Then the
Okay, perfect.
only other thing that you need to do though, if I go back to courses, the only other thing that you need to watch out for or that you do is when you go to your course pages, let's just look at, your home page for a second. When you go to the bottom, you'll see there's powered by Experientify down here.
That's all right.
But you have the choice to take that out, and you could say, you could take that out.
Powered by Lucia's big brain.
You could say powered by, Lucia, or whatever you want.
Okay, thank you. That was really helpful. I like the visual. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm excited.
Cool. Christopher, we got 10 minutes if you wanna jump in.
Just to add for Lucia, on Experientify's YouTube channel, there's a playlist. I'm looking at right now, it's called Education Series for Course Creators, and there are a bunch of videos that walk you step by step. Yeah, so those are great.
And one of the things that Brendan and I are attempting to do is we will be going through each of those training tutorials inside the system, and we're going to be reviewing them and updating them because our system has received lots of updates since they were created, obviously, since Murray created those. And we're going to do probably two things, but at least one of two things. One is we're either going to update the video, or B, we're going to actually create a step-by-step of how to do it rather than just having a video, because we know that a 20-minute video isn't necessarily always the best way to learn something. But
I know this is a stupid specific question. My whole company and my speaking tour, I speak on speaking. My whole speaking tour is launching on June 21st.
okay.
And I will have all my course material Experientify will be ready to go at that time. I'm just praying for the leaderboard by then.
I don't have any way to promise that for you, but before then.
Why isn't the universe revolving around me?
Well, the short answer is that if we wanted to do leaderboards, and if I were Murray, if Murray suddenly appeared and he looked like me, here's what he would say. He would say, if we wanted to do leaderboards like everybody does leaderboards, we would have had it, 2 years ago, and it would have already done it. But what the proposition that Murray is putting out there is that leaderboards generally have they either show you 5 people or they show you 10 people, right? And so ultimately what ends up happening is that you end up having a few power users who bubble to the top of the leaderboard and then they stay there, right? And so if you have 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 students, your leaderboard never changes because those power users are usually the ones that stay at the top. And so it becomes a massive demotivator to having a leaderboard because people are like, how am I ever going to get to number 1 or 2 or 3? Because, user A, B, and C are always there. And so what we're doing is we're creating leaderboards that allow you to put them in threads or divide them, between a course, between modules, or, different places. And the way that people get into those leaderboards are a little different in the way that they earn their way onto that leaderboard, so that you're constantly able to motivate people to get on that leaderboard.
I do not hate that. Next year I'm launching the Speaker Olympics, so I want to make sure that I have I'm launching with a very highly competitive environment because I work with STEM professionals. So I think that's going to work out for me. Yay. I
Yeah,
can
and
always build something into my website if I have to.
right. And so, yes, I mean, right now, that's the best I can do in terms of the explanation, but
No,
it's
I actually, that made sense to me. I kind of like it. I like the subculture competitiveness because there are different courses and you want people competitive in their subcultures within the user experience. So yay. Cool.
awesome. I feel like there was another thing that we had out there that, anyway. Great. Any other questions that you guys want to throw out there today? I think, Michelle, you have hit on a great topic that we need to build a video around, or maybe dedicate a full training session to, or full office hours to, which is, how do I test my course? Right? And I think that that's a great big fat question that, let's just really have an organized conversation around, hey, look, I've built out my course, I'm ready to publish it. How do I test it? And then I can walk you through, or one of our team members can walk us through, publishing it first of all, and then setting up a dummy account to walk through it like a student, or what do those preview pages work for, and like kind of look through the different ways to actually test a course. I think that's a great topic. I think that I will tee that up for probably next week, but
Good.
thank you
I'll
very
be
much.
here.
Thank you very much for putting that on the table. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks, folks. If nobody else has any other questions, we'll close this session. Oh, go ahead, Chris.
I guess I'll leave it for next day. I'm interested in finding out more about pre-selling, cohorts, and the sales page. But I read the documentation last night. I want to reread it and probably test it and come back on Wednesday. So I'm just giving you a heads up. I'll be asking about sales pages, pre-selling, and cohorts.
Awesome. Where did you read about it?
The documentation on the documentation site where all the documents are.
And you just typed it, like, so I just want to make sure I read the same article, or I see the same article. Did you just type in pre-sales or order page, or?
Yeah, so I guess sales, I punched in sales, and a bunch of stuff came up.
Let's find out. Let's see if we can find it together. Because I want to make sure that we're prepped.
Probably go help center. Yeah.
I was working on a sales page yesterday.
So we've got how to create a sales page.
Yeah.
Customizing pages.
Yeah. If you click sales page, then you get other links.
Okay, how to create a sales page. Okay.
Yeah. And there are other links to pre-selling, cohorts.
I want to see if we can find that pre-sell. Is pre on here? Got preview your page. So cohort isn't in here anywhere.
Christopher, did you mean the waiting list?
Yeah, so yeah, that's what I'm driving at. Waitlist, pre-selling and waitlist. But there is kind of pre-sell, yeah.
Can you pop
Awesome.
that link into the chat
Yeah,
just for funsies?
no worries. Yeah, no, I'll do that.
And in conjunction with pre-selling, there's cohorts.
So I want to do that one, and I'm going to go do another one, and I will do cohort. So setting up cohort-based course. Like that?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I'm happy to come prepared to talk
Yes.
about selling and pre-selling and that kind of stuff, because really we're going to mostly talk about marketing and sales, right? Not necessarily about the technology, but that's great. We can just kind of think about some of the mentality of going through about selling a course, and some of the tips, tricks, how to be prepared for it, how to set up for it. I mean, the number one thing is, when you're putting something out there, make sure that you can take people's money. So we'll talk about that next time too, right?
So
Never ever try to sell something without being absolutely sure that you can take their money. So.
What if, just hypothetical, I publish a course, students have gone through the course, they finished it, maybe some didn't finish it, but I unpublish the course. What happens?
That's a great question. I don't have the answer to you. So if you unpublish the course, then the course becomes unavailable, right? So no one else can enter into it. And my guess would be that the students that are in the course will find themselves unable to log in, right? Because they can, because the login link, the ability to get to the course will no longer exist.
They will lose access.
Yeah, they'll lose access. My guess is that their progress will still be saved, right? Because is a database system, so their progress will be saved in our database. So if you republish it, their progress will probably still be there. Don't want to promise that. But if you unpublish the course, it's no longer available to the public. And so if a student comes and tries to log into it, it won't be there anymore.
Sorry guys. Yeah, just to add to that, I mean, they will lose access and also reset their points to zero.
does.
So just take that in mind.
It does reset their points. Thanks, Alex.
Yep.
Oh, so the points disappear as the course disappears.
Exactly.
Oh,
Well, and I guess for me, you'd have to have a really good reason to unpublish a course. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm not sure what the reason would be behind that unless you know, why you would unpublish a course. Maybe we should.
I guess we'll chat more on Wednesday, but the idea, part of the cohorts, they talked about duplicating the course. So then there's for the word they use like a lifetime for persons would have done before they get added to the lifetime course.
Mhm.
And then new students will be enrolled to the new course. But we'll see how it goes.
Awesome.
do they lose points for the expiring mini courses too?
You don't lose points, but you lose access.
Right, so they keep their status.
So if you create an expiring mini course and let's just say it has 3 trainings with 10 points, and
Yeah.
I go through the first 2 modules, but then I never complete it, I lose access to the course, but my count still says that I earned 5 points,
Okay,
right? And so you could then re-grant access to them, and they would start where they, where they left off.
okay, thank you.
Cool.
Okay, I gotta run. Take care,
Yeah.
everybody.
Watch on the sidebar because now I'm going to actually promote the next session and say, for the next office hours, we're going to talk about selling your course, and I'll actually put it out there so that we have more people come in and have some fun conversations. Awesome. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you so much, guys. Take care, everyone.
Have a great week. Bye.